Hi guys, Vinny could start us off please.
As always.
Yeah, always. Arne, obviously, I have to ask you about the other night and what Mo Salah had to say in light of the Leeds game. First of all, do you feel he was referring to you when he said he feels like he's been thrown under the bus and that someone wants him out? And how do you feel overall about what he's had to say? What is your response, even particularly given he said that your relationship with him had broken down?
You knew you only got 3 questions, so you thought let's ask 5 questions in one question.
It's kind of in different parts, isn't it, A, B, C?
So now, which question would you like me to answer first?
Well, do you feel he was referring to you when he talked about being thrown under the bus? And
The only one who can answer that question is Mo himself, so I can guess, but I don't think that's the right thing to do in this moment of time. So it's hard for me to tell who he means in that situation, to be honest.
So have you spoken to him then, and how do you feel about what he's had to say overall as well? Again, going back to the fact that he said that your relationship with him had broken down.
We've let him know that he's not traveling with us. So that was the only communication that's been there from us to him. Of course, before Saturday, the two of us have spoken a lot. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. And then your second question was? Do
you feel your relationship has broken down with him?
No, that's not the way I feel, but he has the right to feel how he feels things. I haven't felt that at all till Saturday evening for sure, because I think when I didn't play him anymore, usually players don't like the manager then that much, but he was very respectful to my staff members, to his teammates, and he trained really hard. So to an extent it was a surprise for me that when I heard after the game that he gave the comments he gave. But as I said, it's not the first and not the last time that when a player doesn't play, he I'm not sure if he was emotional or not, but that he says something something similar to what he did. But I think my reaction to that is also clear, and that's that he's not here with us tonight.
Will he be considered for selection against Brighton at the weekend, and what will it take to resolve this situation long term now?
No, I think we are sitting here on an evening before a big game, a big fixture for us, Inter Milan. And there was only now maybe 36 hours between the moment we've conceded the 3-3 against Leeds and the moment I'm sitting here now, and I think you can understand as well that I've tried to prepare my team in the best possible way for the game tomorrow evening. So the most thoughts I had are about tomorrow, and in the meantime we've decided what I just said, not to take him with us to this game, and after tomorrow we will look at the situation again.
Richard.
Can you approach more the micro, please?
No. I can hear you, yeah.
It's a short term to the out of the squad, and you look. You see a scenario where
I'm a firm believer that there's always a possibility to return for a player. So, but that's not. So yeah, I can leave it with that, I think.
And how was his reaction in the conversation you had today?
A short one.
Ian Dennis, Live.
Hi Arne, you say that you've spoken to Mo quite a few times in recent weeks. I just wonder, he was a substitute twice in his first 18 games this season. What or why has he then only been on the bench for the last 3 games? What prompted that change?
I think we as a team struggled this season and already last season more and more with the game plans other teams had against us. So I'm not only talking about the long ball style, which is something team mainly do against us now. So I've tried to come up with solutions because this is my job, and we've tried many things. We looked very vulnerable, in my opinion, after all the things I've tried against Forest and against PSV. And then I decided to play with an extra midfielder in the game against West Ham, where we won the game. So I decided to do it one more time against Sunderland, where at half-time I brought him in. And against Leeds we faced a 5-3-2, where I've decided to play a 4-4-2 diamond, if you want to look at it like this, with Ugo Ekitike a bit off the right side and Cody Gakpo a bit off the left, with Florian Wirtz in between. And I could have played Mo as well off the right instead of Hugo, but I decided to play Hugo.
Hand on heart, do you think he's played his last game for Liverpool?
I have no clue. I cannot answer that question at this moment of time.
James Pearce.
Arne, it's been such a difficult time for the team anyway. This has heaped more negativity on it. Do you feel like your authority has been undermined? Do you feel let down?
Again, two questions in one. I don't feel my authority is undermined. Is that the way you say it? It's not the way I feel it. And the second question was?
Just in terms of, does it make your life even more difficult during such a difficult period anyway?
If that was even possible. But it's not about me. If my life is difficult, yes or no, that's not very important in a situation like this. It is if it's more difficult for the team and for the club. And I think no one likes us to be in the situation we are in at the moment. First of all, it's difficult to see that staff members that work so hard on a daily basis, they are affected by the situation we're in now as well. Mainly because of the results, seconds of all, about what this has done as well. So that's not a good thing for us as a team. And that is where I'm mostly, where my thoughts go to, not towards me. I'm totally not, because I'm the manager, I have to pick a team, so to a certain extent I'm important in this situation as well. But the focus that I have at the moment is completely on the team and not on me at all.
Question each for Adam, Lewis, Hamza.
Hi, Arne. When Mo said that he felt he was thrown under the bus, do you understand that frustration? Do you understand why he would say such things?
Then I should know what he exactly means with it. So, and that is difficult for me to know what he exactly means with it and why he says this and who he's referring to. And
so you've not had that conversation?
No, not what he meant with those words. No, we just. So I think usually I'm calm and polite, but that doesn't mean I'm weak. So if a player says have these commands about so many things, then it's about us as a club to react, and we reacted in a way you can see now that he's not here.
Lewis.
Arne, do you think it's obviously a frustrating situation for you personally, but do you think you could have done anything differently to avoid this happening, to avoid it getting to this point where Mo feels like he has to go and vent his frustrations?
Then I should find out exactly why he said what he said, and but then I have to guess a little bit if that's not only because he doesn't play. Then the answer to your question could be just play him every single time. But maybe that's not the reason why he said what he said. Maybe there's something else why he has this opinion. But if it is, but that I don't know. Is it about me not playing him? Yeah, then the answer could be what could I have done differently playing him. But maybe that's not the reason why he thinks and feels this way. And he has every right to feel what he feels. But he doesn't have the right to share it with the media. He has that right, but then it's up to us to react on it.
Hamza.
Hi, Arne. When was the last time that you spoke to Salah? Just because Salah mentioned that his relationship with you had broken. Are you on speaking terms?
Yes, we were. Yeah, but it doesn't mean we were always agreeing on things. But I spoke to him twice in the week before, in the 2 days before Leeds.
Have you spoken to him since Leeds?
No. I already said that a few times. Yeah, he was on a training ground today, and I told him that he didn't travel. Yeah. But that's not speaking to someone, in my opinion. Yeah, that is speaking to someone, but it's not having a conversation in your room. But I had that twice in the lead up towards Leeds, one a little bit longer and one a bit shorter, but I'm not going to go into the details if that's going to be the next question. But
Sorry, just to clarify, you mean when you say you spoke, it was just to the group and he was there? Is that what you mean? In training?
yeah,
Yeah, but not specifically like
yeah, I communicated towards him that he wasn't traveling.
Thank you.
Guys, I think we should finish questions on Mo. We've done 10 minutes on Mo, so if we could focus on the game now. So at the front on the game.
Just the last one.
No, not on Mo. On the game.
Okay, so let's pass to the game. Coach, to face a team like Inter with so many winning streak, what's the challenge between that for a team that is having a tough time like yours?
That we face a very good and strong team that has done really well this season in the league and in the Champions League. That has been a big force in the Champions League for the last 3 seasons. Twice playing the final and once going out on penalties against Atletico Madrid, which unfortunately we did last season against Paris Saint-Germain. So yeah, we know we are going to face a very strong team tomorrow, and that's always the biggest challenge there is in a game. It's always the team you face and individuals you face, and they have a very disciplined team, a very experienced team as well, and a lot of quality.
Good evening. As far as I know, Cody Gakpo and Federico Chiesa did not arrive today to Milan. Why?
Federico is ill, so that is poor timing, you could say, but yeah, it's not something you can do anything about. So we are monitoring his situation. If he has an amazing recovery, which we doctors don't expect, he might travel tomorrow, but let's have a fair expectation. That's not what I expect. And Cody Gakpo, unfortunately, picked up an injury in the last game we played against Leeds, and he will be out for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you for Palmeiras Sport Italia. Mr. Slot, I wanted to ask you first, what do you see different in this Inter trained by Christian Chivo compared to the one that reached the Champions League final last year? And then listening to your answer, if you can be more specific on the illness of Federico Chiesa, I mean, why is injury?
Oh, it's difficult to be more specific. I don't know if anyone wants to hear what he exactly has. But he came in this morning.
We'll speak to you after.
Yeah. And
yeah.
So he's ill. If you're very interested in what he exactly has, then yeah. And the other question was, I see more similarities than differences. So same system. I think I'm correct if I say all of them the same players. Am I correct then?
Almost.
What I expect as a starting lineup, let's put it that way.
As a starting lineup, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, probably he did a few things he brought into the team himself, but I think the way they press high up the pitch, lower up the pitch, I see more similarities than I see differences between Inzaghi and Kifo. But I think it's quite normal if you take over a team that plays the Champions League final, and then there's every reason to keep doing what you are doing, in my opinion.
The middle.
Good evening, Filippo Conticello, Gazzetta dello Sport. What do you think about Christian Chivu, a young coach that is growing a lot in this season, and his football style in this new Inter?
Yeah. Now, if I think about Christian Chivu, I think about the player because he played at Ajax. I even think I played against him. Very good defender, but also very comfortable on the ball. And I think you can see this with his team as well. So his team defends really aggressive in a high press, can defend the box, maybe as no other team in the world, but are also able to bring the ball out from the back. So a lot of things that he characteristics that he had as a player that I can see in his team as well.
Last question at the back.
Good evening, Mrs. Slot. I'm Alessia Scurati for Tuttosport. I would like to ask you, we cannot see Chiesa this time on the pitch, but since you've seen it in the last weeks and in the last months, training all days with you and with the team. In the last week, Italy's manager, Gennaro Gattuso, said that the only reason why he is not coming with the Italian national team is because while they're speaking, Federico Chiesa said he is still not feeling good enough in this moment to come back. So I would like to ask you, do you think that the moment which he will be able to come back, or when he was feeling good enough to come back, is near? And would you like to see him in the Italian national team? Do you think that he has all the cards right enough to come back with the Italian national team? Thank you.
It's not easy to answer. I think he has, but I don't think it's up to me to decide who should be selected for the national team of Italy or Holland or England. I'm very happy to see that Federico is in a much better place this season than he was last season. He struggled a lot last season with his fitness, and this season he's been much fitter than he was last season, and as a result of that he also has had more playing time than he had last season. And the moments that he played, he also had a few very good moments. So yeah, like I said, it's up to the Italian manager to decide if he wants to select him, yes or no. But yeah, I like him as a player and I like him as a person. So so yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
With Vinny from Sky. Ali, good to see you. First of all, I've got to ask you about Mo Salah and his comments after the Leeds game. How do you feel about them, and how have those comments impacted you all as a group?
Good evening, everyone. Buonasera. I think it's not an easy situation, but as a group, we take as best as we can take. Of course, we have the personal relationship with him. Talking about myself now, I've been playing with Mo since I came to Europe, 1 year in Roma, and now 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, at Liverpool. He's a great guy, great character. He's a legend for Liverpool FC. We achieved so many things together. And of course, personally, is not something that makes me happy. But we have in football, we don't have too much time to stay moaning about any situation. We have a big challenge tomorrow, a big team to play against. Inter Milan is doing so well in the season, has been doing so well in the recent past. So my focus, our focus, the focus of the team is in the challenge we're going to face tomorrow.
What have you said to Mo, Ali, and what sense is there, if any, of being let down? Because obviously he's not available for selection in, as you say, such a big game.
Yeah, him not being available, I think, is just a consequence of what he did, and he's smart enough to know that. I didn't spoke to Mo about it, how I want to talk. As I said before, we have a good relationship. It's not just a teammate. We spend so much time together. We don't spend too much time away from the training ground. But we are friends. We are good friends. You share so many moments together, happy moments, sad moments. So that creates a bond between people. And I will have a conversation, but again, this is going to be private, and because it's personal.
So how together is the dressing room overall?
Yeah, as I said, as good as we can be. I think all the players, they were going to have different thoughts about the situation, and that's okay. But we know the challenges we are facing at this moment, not performing well, not having good results, and that's being difficult enough for us. Those are big challenges for us to try to change the situation, to try to play better, to be more consistent in the games. So doesn't matter too much how we feel personally, but we're going to give a proper reaction. We want to give a proper reaction to it tomorrow, to the situation, and to having the due respect to Inter Milan, trying to win the game and to deserve it by playing well.
Richard.
Hi, Alisson. Mo said that he felt he'd been thrown under the bus by the club at the moment. Is that how you see it, or do you see it differently?
I think the manager was really wise in his answer, and I agree with him. I don't know what that means. Maybe you have to ask more what he means about that.
And do you think he will play for the club again?
I don't think anything. What I hope that he plays again for the club. But that's a personal situation. That's a situation between Mo and the club. We, as his teammates, as his friends, we hope the best thing happens for him. But as Liverpool FC players, we want the best for the club as well. So it's we want a win-win situation for everyone.
Lewis. Mo's obviously made it quite clear how he has his relationship with the manager. Would you say your relationship is still good with the manager?
Yeah, my relationship is good with the manager, yeah.
Ian.
Hi, Alisson. Wayne Rooney said that Mo Salah had disrespected his teammates. Do you feel disrespected? And also, when a rift occurs like this, what is the impact that it can have in the dressing room?
I haven't seen what he said, so I don't like to comment on things that I didn't heard myself. It can have an impact. It's not something small. It's Mo Salah. I think what's happening now here tells about the situation. But again, we are grown-up men. We understand that this is a personal situation for Mo. No, I don't believe that is his goal to disrespect anyone. I believe he have the freedom to speech, to talk about how he feels about his own situation. What we expect is a player that wants to play, that is not comfortable being on the bench. But again, you have the freedom to talk, but you need to deal with the consequences of that. I think that's clear. And as a team, again, it's not important how we feel, but it's important how we're going to react now. And the reaction is staying together, working hard to overcome a bad situation that we are living. We are not living just a moment. It's not just about Mo, it's about the team, it's about what is the best for the club. So that's what we're going to try to do tomorrow.
Adam and Hamza.
How have the last 2 days been within the players, really? Has it sort of felt weird? Is it like anything you've ever experienced before when it's so clear that there's such a big controversy going on?
No, after the interview, I thought it would be really weird, but it wasn't. Again, we are grown-up men. We know that this is about a personal situation, and we respect that. We played our last game on Saturday night, and it's not been too much time. So the time we spent together in the training ground was to rest, to recover, and to focus on a huge team. Inter Milan was being really successful in the recent years, reaching Champions League finals, winning titles, The situation they are in the Champions League is really good. They are playing well. They have so much quality. In the Serie A, they are second on the table, 1 point behind Napoli. They have great strikers, great midfielders, great defenders, a great goalkeeper. So it's a big challenge for us, and that's where our focus are now.
Hamza.
Hi, Alisson. Mo said that he feels he's been criticised unfairly by people, ex-players, pundits. As your friend, as your teammate, do you think he's right? Has he been criticised unfairly by people outside of the club?
Well, I think I don't follow too much like what people say about him. So I don't know exactly what kind of criticisms they are. So I cannot have an opinion about something that I don't know. But I think if he said he's feeling like that, and he have the right to talk about it. But this is part of football. Criticism are part of football. How I deal with that myself, I try not to follow too much of what you say. Not because I'm not interested, but because I have 3 kids. I don't have much time at home to do that. And again, the challenges we have already, they are really big. So we need to be really realistic about our situation, about what we are living. The things that we need to improve is really difficult to identify what the problems are, and we are trying to do that. So we are really focused on that, and that's my say on that question.
Just in the front here.
Hello, Alisson. Juanjo Rueda for Fox Mexico. Mo said he shouldn't have to earn his place because of what he has done for the club. I want to know if guys like you, Virgil, or other players of your generation feel something similar. I mean, that your legacy should carry certain recognition in the team daily basis.
I think we have football is things happen so quick. We play every 3 days. We just won the Premier League, amazing achievement, and now we are here in this situation. Not the situation we wanted to be, but we have to deal with that, and that's how football works. You have to perform every game, every week. That's part of playing for Liverpool FC. That's part of playing the Champions League. That's part of playing the Premier League. You have to compete at the highest level, and that's what we try to do. That's what I try to do, to be at my highest level, so I can be the best for the team as well.
Beth and then James.
Hi, Ali. You've obviously been at this club for a long time. You've been through good times, bad times, and you are now one of the senior players in the dressing room. So when a period is tough on the pitch and off the pitch like it is now, even tonight coming out takes courage to come in front up to these questions. Do you feel like your leadership and that of Virgil and Robertson and all of those senior players is more important than ever at this moment in time?
Yes, we are. We are. Definitely, I think is that what everyone hopes from us. The expectations are that the senior players that we step up. The expectations from the club as well. That's we are here for. Also, of course, we are here to win games, to win titles, to perform. But in my opinion, I take this responsibility, and I feel this responsibility that I can give more to the team that just playing well, but I can give a good contribution by being a leader to the youngest one, to the new players. We've been here so long, so in a way we have the Liverpool way in our mentality. And I think that should go on to the other players, and we are the the players that have to pass on, not only me, not only Virgil, not only Robo, all the players who play long time here at Liverpool. We have Curtis that is a local lad. We have so many players that are playing more than 2-3 years for Liverpool, and they have this mentality as well, and they are trying to step up as well. Maybe not coming in the interviews, maybe not talking too much, but by the actions. So being a leader is not only about to come in here and talk to you guys. That demands courage, but at the same time I'm being honest and just sharing my view. But demands that you take action on the pitch is what we expect from every leader. It's to talk at the right time, but to take action as well on the pitch.
James, and then we'll finish up here.
Ali, it's such a difficult situation for the manager to deal with in the last couple of days, on top of all the negative results, only 4 wins in the last 15. As a squad, are the rest of you, are you still fully behind Arne?
Of course, yeah, we are.
If so, what gives you that belief that he will turn things around?
Well, I think that the Premier League at the last season, so before Arne came in, everybody talks about the huge challenge that is being the substitute for Jurgen Klopp. Looks like now everyone takes for granted what we achieved in the last season. It should not be taken for granted, and that's enough. That should be enough. But we believe in his knowledge. We believe in his style of playing, that he is capable of helping us to turn around this situation. And I believe that this is not only about ourselves, but that's the situation with the club as well. They trust him. So it's not only his responsibility. As a player, I share the responsibility with him to turn around the situation. Of course, he's the main responsible for the way the team plays. But we players, we know that we are responsible for the situation. We take the responsibility, and we are the ones that take action. So we are the ones that can change everything. We are trying. That doesn't make the situation easier, to know that we have the responsibility, to know that we need to take action, but we are trying to do that. We have the desire to change the situation. The manager have the desire to change it as well, and to be back on the winning track, on playing the same good football that we were playing in the last season.
Last one here, please.
Ciao Alisson, anche di Palmieri Sport Italia. Senti, prima ti chiedo in italiano se ci puoi insomma raccontare la vostra reazione.
Talk us through your reaction, both yours personally and as a team, once you heard what Salah had to say. Based on what I've said, based on what I've heard from you and Slot, I wanted to hear about your reaction there. And I also like to ask you whether we should expect Liverpool to come to San Siro tomorrow and try to compete face-to-face against Inter, or whether you might try and sit back and play a bit more Italian and on the counter-attack.
Bene, questo ho detto prima che
as I've said, this is not a situation that necessarily makes us happy. First and foremost, because on a personal level, we all love Mo. He's a hugely important player for the team. He's a wonderful human being, and he's a spectacular footballer. He's been very important for the club over the last 9 years, and he has produced some incredible numbers. He's won everything there is to win over the course of his career. And of course, this situation isn't nice. We were a little bit caught by surprise, but we know that it's a personal situation, so we're leaving it between him and the club because it is a personal situation. Ultimately, what we believe doesn't really come into things. What matters is what he thinks and what the club believes as well. What we want is for him and the club to reach an agreement which is in the best interests of him and the club and all of the playing staff. As for tomorrow night's match, we want to play our best. You can expect a Liverpool side that will go out there with the will to win, that wants to improve the current situation, play good football, and above all play a winning brand of football. It won't be in any way easy. We're well aware that Inter are a really strong side here, and when they play at home they have all of their fans behind them, and we know it's a huge challenge. But with the utmost respect that we have for Inter, what we want to achieve is to win this game.